What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes. We are back with the Madeleine series, episode 3 at this point, and we got a bunch of stuff to do, both on the account and the Thanksgiving feast. So I think this might be a longer event. Granted, gems. I think I want to spend gems on this event. We'll see. We do got some free summons to get done, which I guess is cool. I mean, if we hit something big, that'll be awesome. Just remember, we're kind of nowhere near the next copy of Madeleine, but we ended up getting quite a few from this event. We, of course, already have an 8-star now built up, what I did the other day, and we have 4 additional copies. So that's 9, 10-star. We already got like E1 worth of copies. That's pretty good. I'll take it. We should be able to get some chests and stuff in future events. We do need to get a couple of our daily tasks just done, and that is using our scrolls and stuff to get as many gems as possible from our daily tavern quest. I think we also need to do 2 wishing coins, which you really don't get many wishing coins super early on in your account, so you got to be a little sparse with them. To be honest, the biggest issue I have on this account is gold. I think I made a mistake by grabbing too much spirit out of those chests that we had, and now like the chest, we don't have any gold chests, which feels a little bit on the bad side, but no, that's pretty good. That's actually an upgrade. I think that's our first red artifact. No, we're not spending money on this account. Get out of here. Yeah, that's the first red one. We just need gold for like everything right now. We can't even level up our hero because we're gated on it. And we can't even do a couple of things in the future like leveling another guild tech just yet, because of the same issue. So we can do a couple things here. Friends, we need to get some hearts. We need to send those off. We need to do our daily quest to make sure we're capping out on all those gems, which is nice. Buying something on the marketplace. Literally, I just got 300,000. I'm gonna have to throw 300,000 back out the window just to keep doing this here. We need to get some battles done, and I believe I can win like 3 battles here. I can throw in a couple of heroes now and a pet. I guess we could just throw in like a light and dark hero. We won't do just so that we get an aura. I'll tell you what, guys, Star Arena is one of the best things in the early game, simply for the fact that they are completely free PvP battles. You can save up those tickets for other battles you want. And you can see right here, we're actually beating a lot of enemies here until we get, what is this? Giant Killer Doom Terminator Vulcan team. Yeah, I don't think we're going to beat that. I don't think so. And I'm not taking over anybody because, well, that's all we needed to do to get our stuff done. We do need to claim rewards once again up here for our week or dailies, and that is done. Now, we do have some other stuff we need to do. Celestial Island, we got all these fun things that we can claim all of them out. I think, yeah, there we go. I get some extra resources. I have not upgraded these a single time. Again, because gold is a major issue. I should probably heavily invest into the gold mines, like right out of the gate. They do give quite a bit of gold every single day. And it does add a lot of, wait, that's actually a lot of extra gold per day for what you're investing in. Holy cow, that's actually, I know a lot of times I say go for like gems and stuff, but I guess we can kind of level these equally a little bit. At least to get them a little bit better. We are, of course, going to have to upgrade the town, and yeah, I don't want to go too far into that. Of course, we have our first cruise completely ended. Very easy, and we did unlock something else. But before we do that, we have to see. Oh yeah, we're nowhere near getting the experience from that first one. So we're going to send ourselves off on a 14-day fortress puppet. That actually might help make some food and stuff like that. And I have to set up my teams. So I always like sending my teams to be on the second weapon system. It seems like the fewest people actually do that, which is why we're going to do this right here. We're going to set our team up, have it set to go. Oh wait, I forgot. I have to do that. Set the pet and then swap it down. There we go. So we got to keep doing this because this is going to be one of the better progresses. We're going to get instantly getting some progress. I love it. Feels good. Always nice. It does take some durability, but you know what? It is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. Get our squad in here. I totally missed the hero, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully we get a couple more speed ups. Yeah, 50 gems to speed this up. I will definitely take it. Getting as much progress on day 1 and plundering systems. These are all really good things. Really, really good. They just put level 1s in the second system, which is why I like doing it. It tends to be more people put the teams in the first and the last slots, and the middle one is always the easiest. At least it just feels that way. I don't think we're buying anything here. I don't think even nowadays it's really worth going for, at least with what type of events we have coming up towards the end of this year. We're going to need our gems all over the place. Can we get one more speed up? One more plundering? No, not shipwreck. One more plunder right here. Come on. Nope, another shipwreck. It's what it is. But yeah, we already got 10% done on the first day. I will take it. And we get fighters competition. Oh yeah, I gotta finish that out as well. Haven't touched the fantasy arcade. Tower of the Brave is one that we are going to have to grind out, but you can see we only got what, 9 hours left, so we're gonna get that done here today at some point. I'm gonna just put it on auto battle and see how far we make it. Sealand has now unlocked. We have not tried doing that just yet, so we're gonna do that as well. And yes, I didn't miss it. I did not miss our Brave trial, which is the important one here. Now we're just gonna do a couple things real quick in our guild as well. We have guild altar fights to do, which luckily we can now skip these fights, which is super convenient. Getting to level 70 on the account happened really fast because of how long it had been sitting AFK. So we're just going to get a couple boss fights in very quickly. That's going to progress both our tasks here as well as get us some guild coins, which I will take. We are in a solo guild right now. We'll probably find something some other time, but again, getting this knocked out is awesome. And then this is where I think we might be able to still progress. Maybe. It would be nice getting that 6 million gold. Let's see if we can actually do it. So priest, can we upgrade this one? Oh, we do have enough gold. Sweet. So yeah, we can invest 10 more gold into that to get priest block, which kind of sucks that they don't have attack, to be honest, but it is what it is. That's going to claim this out and also claim this out. This is going to be a huge boon to our progress. And then yeah, we have some things that are going to have to wait. Sadly, I couldn't wait to claim our gold, so we're going to have to wait another day on that one. And there's a couple other things we can get done. So let's focus here today before we do all these different game modes on a couple of different things. One, I want to cap this out at 180. That feels good. Number two, I want to see if we can make another hero, another upgrade here. So we actually do have the fortress puppet already. That is perfect. We need to unlock one of these copies. And yeah, I think we're in a perfectly good spot to now upgrade this to a 9-star. Sadly, we don't have like non-10-starable heroes. What do we have for heroes? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 6, 7. So we're one short. We don't have the 3 stars for it anyway. Honestly, just chucking the Sigmund in as one of the food might be the best option here. So let's go ahead and get that done. 1 Madeleine copy, 1 puppet. And we'll go with the 2 randos right now. We got the promotion stones for it, and now we are up to a 9-star hero already, which is pretty dang sweet. Now we're gonna have 2 more copies, which we have this, and then we're gonna have to make a 9-star hero somewhere or get it from one of the special events coming up. We'll have to see. But again, gold is the limiting factor here. We just simply cannot do any better. I wish I could grab that right there. Now, there is something to think about. Hold on. In the chapter systems, you have to remember there are growth packs. We need to see if any of them are actually worth doing. I think I might spend 300 gems for 5 million gold. I know that sounds a little crazy. It does give you some food puppets too, which would help make another 6-star hero in the fortress faction. So I think I'm going to spend 300 gems on this. I know it sounds weird. Now this one I don't think is worth it. 600 for those materials. They're just not in demand. When we get to 18, I'm definitely dropping 900 gems on this pack here for the gold. That's just so good. And currently we're on 13. That's going to take a little bit of while to get there, but nothing is crazy on this list. I'm pretty sure we can do like everything on here up through 18. This is actually all very easy, very accomplishable stuff. And now we got a fusion too, which gives us another big chunk of gold, which probably means we can take this hero up to close to 200. We did it. We got it to 200. Now, we could invest more in the stone, but I think percentage and stuff like that isn't a huge deal right now. I think just saving it is probably the better play. But yeah, this basically means everything except for our active skill, I believe, yeah, is upgraded now. So we have like the higher tier of everything like that, which is pretty dang good. I like it. It's looking good. She's looking strong. So let's now start thinking about some of these events. I don't think there's anything else we can do here. I did do one swap. So remember, during the summoning event, I actually got a Finn copy. I took that Finn copy and the 10 crystals I had and swapped it to additional copy of Madeleine. I just thought that was like the best play to do. So just letting you guys know, we did do that. We now have 100 relics. So we're 1/4 of the way to getting a pay to win artifact, which is cool. Not too bad. We're not spending any money, so there's really nothing else that we're going to get from here. And I don't think exchanging for these is going to be worth it. We technically do have the resources for it. I just don't think we're going to need either one of those characters. At least I don't think so right out of the gate. So we could invest some of this gold into getting more gold here, because the more capacity per day is actually kind of good. So I think maybe doing this and continuing to upgrade both the gold and maybe the gems is the play here. Only like 60,000 gold to upgrade these, and it increases the gem output every day. Again, maybe doing this one more time, and let's do this 2 more times. 2 more times. That way we're getting a lot of, I mean, we're getting 2.8 million gold a day just from that. And now we're going to get 30 or 62 gems a day. I like this. I like this a lot. The next upgrade, okay, we can do one more. I don't want to go like completely broke on gold. So I think I'm going to do is this right here and then stick to about 240,000 gold left over in case we want to use it somewhere else. One of the probably best spots to be, maybe Guild Tech? I don't know. Getting additional crit I don't think is necessary. Getting more HP could be worthwhile, but you can see it's like 55,000, 90,000, 60,000 per upgrade. Probably not the best investment right now. So I think we're good to jump into Brave Trial. I think this is going to be the first one that I hope we can do very, very good on. We are, of course, only going to be able to use our level 100 heroes, or our higher tier heroes here that we've leveled up. So let's try throwing a team in like that. We got our Phoenix. I'm pretty sure we're going to crush a lot of these enemies here, even if they are like a 7-star. Yeah, very, very easy. Pretty good. So 6-star shouldn't be bad. 6-star shouldn't be bad. Man, this feels like it's starting out with a lot of power compared to what I normally see. And it's kind of sketchy. Oh my gosh, we're already facing off against a 9-star. This is day. This is literally day. This is not even the night cycle. What the heck is happening here? I guess I just go in solo and save whatever extra bonus heroes I have, but my goodness, I might have to use a heal already. This is nuts. How many Holmes Youngs are there? What is happening? Granted, she's doing amazing against these enemies, but that poison, man. Well, I mean, maybe this is the downfall of joining, like going on a server that's like just way too fresh. I'm going to use one of these right out of the gate though, because she's going to need that HP, because that poison dot is huge. Oh my gosh, we're still going to die. That is freaking stupid how powerful you're actually facing already. There are some chests, but we most likely can't get any of them. Yeah, that was probably the biggest letdown I've ever experienced. And that might become one of the issues with this account is Brave Trial. Getting through night 15 is going to be a lot harder because the most basic accounts, like that's just nuts, the power level we're going up against. So it is what it is. Achievements wise, of course, we now have a 9-star hero for gear. We have additional quests. More heroes have been made, so we get more gold and everything. All these things really, really good. And again, the downside of kind of whiffing on that is that so much gold comes from Brave Trial in the early game. And if you can't get that progression done very, very quickly, oh, it's going to be bad. Imagine getting all this stuff. I mean, granted, you have to do it like, 3 times and stuff. Even just getting through night stage is cool, but we need to try to get this done within the month to get these resources. You have to do it multiple times through daytime. The one time is only through night, which at this point, I'm kind of wondering what we're going to be at. We could, of course, go for some progression in broken spaces, but I think waiting a little bit is probably going to be the better play. As far as Sealand goes, this could be something that we get a little bit of progress on. I don't think this is going to be too difficult too early on. It might be, I don't know. And then putting a couple heroes in the front. Give us our monster. Again, any type of progression we can make early on is going to be a big boon to our account because that's just additional resources and everything. And yeah, those extra chase attacks, pretty big. So let's see which ones we can get through here. I imagine getting through 3 is pretty simple. As a 9-star, getting up through like 5, I think is possible, but you can already see we're running into some issues with our potentially damage or survivability. Not exactly sure which. We have really good AoE, but that freeze is going to be one of the biggest things, because if she can't keep attacking, we are just going to be falling flat on our face. We don't really have any artifact on her just yet. Again, that damage is pretty solid, but the second she gets frozen, feels really, really badly. I'm almost wondering, like, what our first artifact should be that we even go for as far as pay to win artifacts goes. It looks like, yeah, our damage is kind of capped. Granted, if we don't get CC'd, nah, she still just doesn't have the throughput right here to keep herself going, sadly. Although, you know what we could do? Going through as many of these as possible and getting whatever type of progression you can done is usually a good strategy. Your monster tends to carry you very heavily in Sealand, so try to get as many of these done as possible. I don't even think we have like the potential on this hero to do too much. Really, powering up your monster is going to be what helps you clear all this stuff. And right now, we don't really have much invested into our pet. We probably could invest more. Gosh, that's rough. We can upgrade that one time. Can go higher, but again, gold and all these resources do become an issue. We also have, of course, the Glory Challenge. Because we built a 9-star hero, we get some 5-star elite hero shards. Beyond that, we also now have a red artifact. Gives us some profit orbs as well, which is pretty good. I think there's only 2 other things we're really going to focus on here today. Number 1 is going to be the Aspen Dungeon, but I'm not going to put you through that. That is usually one of the most brutal things to go through. Tower of Oblivion is one as well that we can make some pretty good progress in, but luckily, again, there is this really nice skip progression type system that ends up being pretty sweet, and all you have to do is sit here and see how far you go. So I'm going to let this run for a couple minutes. I'm going to let you guys know where we get stopped at, and then we'll see if maybe we can do something to beat that wave. Oh man, the early game of Tower. Some of the old school heroes are some of the most difficult to ever face, and one of them is Lord Bade. And we all know how difficult Bade can be, and this is probably no different right here. The Bades, even their basic attacks, are going to one-shot a lot of our heroes here, and that's a pretty big bad part here. Even our level 100 heroes, Bades just go through and basically shred to pieces. The problem is we don't have enough fodder to now not get hit too much with our hero, so yeah, this is where the issue really comes in. Now, she does have some healing built in, which is cool. We have good AoE, and when we finally get hits like that off to get the full shield, that's when this hero truly, truly shines. But my goodness, even with all of that, she is still getting her butt kicked. And by butt kicked, I mean really, really bad. This is where, honestly, having like a couple carries on your account would be absolutely amazingly huge. Like, it really, really would be great. If only we were hitting something besides that Lutz, though, right? That would be nice. All right, we got a big hit. We get a couple extra hits there. Now we just need to, well, I was going to say we need to not get crit by the Bades, but obviously the Bades can't crit because that's the way their abilities work. It's going to be a little RNG fest. I think we might be able to make it past this wave with a little bit of right of RNG here, and I think we need like a stun in round 3 or round 4 to get it to actually work. But good lord, Bade looks so good. Like, even nowadays, you look at Bade's art, it looks really, really good. It really does. We just need the Bades not to high roll on their additional hits. That's the big thing. If we can not get high rolled, we'll be fine. But if too many of the Bades high roll, again, if you guys don't understand Bade's abilities, go check out his skill card. It's pretty interesting how his ability works. It can't crit, but it can hit multiple times, and it's purely RNG how many times it's going to hit. So right there, not getting one tapped was interesting. It does put the bleed on the enemies, which means we are going to start healing. Getting that wall deck to die is pretty big very early on. We did stun one of the Bades. That's what we needed to do. And we killed the Bade. Oh, man. Like, the RNG is definitely there. We can definitely get the W. I just think waiting till we have a little bit more power is probably going to be the play. Honestly, if we had like more wall decks or something like that, other support heroes that could really help us, it probably would be so much better. That was interesting. Eloise did not get one tap that time. Or has she not been getting one tapped? I guess it really depends on the RNG of what happens with the Bades, right? We didn't get stun the Bade, which probably means we just die. Yeah, we gotta stun the Bades every single time. We gotta get one of those Bades on lockdown every time. Just wish we had some sort of pay-to-win artifact already. It would be so much nicer. Oof. Oh my gosh, so much extra damage going out this time. That's crazy. All right, he ate one hit. All right, we got to get a stun right here, and we did not stun, so we die. unless, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Oh man, that was close. We need to kill one of the Bades there as well. I don't think we're going to get past the Bade wave, to be honest. I think we need a little bit more power on our additional heroes that we have. Like I said, we could use chests for things like carries, but I don't think that's necessarily the best solution here. My gosh, that time they actually killed the Sun Wukong. That's not great, because now that means they go straight for us. Holy cow. And I don't even think hero positioning matters, because the way Bades work is they just go for the lowest HP targets. And that's going to be the same order no matter what. Yeah, it doesn't matter when or what happens. It's going to be the same. I guess we can get lucky with a good crit. Oh my gosh, this is the highest HP we've ended with. We did get the stun, so we're probably going to survive here. And now we get a big active skill. Oh no. Oh, it's just not enough. Just barely not enough. Again, if we did invest into more guild tech, it would make it easier too. To be honest, one of the best ways to get more power in the early game, though, is simply through the monster. The monster just gives like these flat stats and everything that are really, really nice. Most likely be pretty good progression. I do want to go through with Madeleine on the tower, or not the tower, sorry, in here. But I'm kind of afraid of running auto with her. I'm going to run auto clear on some of these other heroes and see how long they last. The only downside of auto clear is, of course, we don't really have any healing anyway. And that's going to be one of the big negatives of this hero, is she really requires a little bit of ramp up time to get her heal going. So I don't know if it's going to be possible. I'll wait. I'll see. Gonna let this run. I'll let you guys know how far we get in Aspen Dungeon. So we've gotten through normal with this character. It is getting to the point where enemies are starting to actually hit us pretty hard. And the issue is going to come into play is the way that this hero heals and shields is a little bit non-existent when we come to this game mode. Now, the fact that she can stun and CC is pretty solid. The fact that she can start a battle with energy to hit everybody is a very nice boost to her abilities here. But again, she really relies on those active skills, and unlike other heroes out there, she is going to struggle to keep herself alive, and you're going to heavily be reliant on things like your potions. You see right there, even against that wave, kind of kicking our butt. To be honest, I don't think we're buying much of anything in here. Even the tickets, I think the only thing we might buy is some like wishing coins, just because gold is just so important to us right now. This wave, we most definitely need to have it, and I think this is about to be where we finish our first ever Aspen Dungeon run. My goodness, the good old Walter stun combo, absolutely insane. So we did get to rank 1756 because people are already like 6 months and people are this far in purgatory. That is just insane. Absolutely insane. Holy cow. That's just nuts. So yeah, you can see the level of their accounts too. They're well into the past the breaking point to get into Transcendence heroes and everything. But you know, it is what it is. We do get some achievements here because we got past easy. We do get a little bit of gold, which again is going to help us power everything up. So I think for right now, we are going to hold. We're going to hold. We're not going to spend. There's still this event to do right here, but I'm kind of, again, waiting, I think, until Thursday to finish up our actual event here. We are most likely going to do it. Like, I feel like we got to, right? We kind of have to. It's an all or none, sadly. It's not like a sliding scale of gems. We're either going to have to spend 30,000 gems or not. But again, getting some additional treasures would be a pretty big boost to us right out of the gate. And we can't forget, with this event here, we're going to get some of these chests. Might give us entire treasures. Okay, I'm sold on doing it. We'll come back to it and show it to you guys tomorrow. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Expect for the next couple weeks, probably daily to every other day uploads on the Madeleine series. I'll be honest, so far, not the happiest necessarily for this, because Again, one of the big things is her chase ability thing here. If you don't have allies that can survive, you're going to run into issues because there's only a 60% chance to chase an attacked enemy with the highest attack. And then for every 6 of them is when you're going to restore HP and shielding and everything like that. So, I don't know. I was a little more hopeful for this hero. I don't know how this is going to really go because we need some allies to go along with this hero, so we'll see. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Maybe we'll get ourselves some carry copies or something along those lines. We could use some chests. I don't know just yet. And beyond that, we actually have Grimoire Essence that might come into play kind of soon. We have to get an E5 hero, but it actually could happen sooner than we think. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.